Hey everyone, welcome to HeadTrip Air World Tour. It is Monday, May 26, 2025, and we are finally ready to officially launch our HeadTrip on Air airline. You've probably seen a couple episodes pop up and down in the last few days. I got rid of them. Everything past 179 I got rid of because it's taken me a little bit of time to get used to how this airline is going to work. So in any event, we're here and I've moved my headquarters. It just made sense. I wanted to really have my initial FBO home base in Salt Lake City, but it just doesn't make sense where our tour is right now. Too costly to move all the planes, to move all the personnel. So we're here in Fiji, in Nadi. Nadi is going to be our international headquarters, at least for now. And hopefully, well, okay, I have to decide if I'm going to make a commitment to you. And I have to decide whether I need to make a commitment to you. And I need to figure out who you is. So many questions, so little time. But in any event, we are going to start the airline. The headboard. See, the HeadTrip on Air airline, based in Nadi, Fiji, with service. Well, we don't know where service is, really, at the end of the day. We know it's going to come down to Port Vila because that's where we need to go next. So if you saw an episode where we made our way to Port Vila, it's not like it was a pretty episode. Anyways, we've gotten rid of that one and we're just starting back here, where we can actually launch our airline where all of our people are, where Phil is. By the way, we've learned Phil's last name. We'll get into that in a minute, maybe. But you go, who's dumb enough to headquarter their flight services out of Fiji? I guess we have New Zealand, we have Australia, we have Singapore and Papua New Guinea. And a lot of this, but it may make a lot of sense if we're going to be doing a lot of activity over here in, South Asia. Probably makes some sense. And then we'll set up shop in Salt Lake City at some point in time when we have more money, more time, and more of a drive, frankly. So here we are. I've reset all the company. I just deleted my company. I deleted it. And I started a new on-air world on the Cumulus setting, which is relaxed and casual because that's really what we are around here anyways. We don't want our micromanagement and all of our logistics to get in the way of the fun of flying around the world, right? At the end of the day. So here we are. This will give us the opportunity to use AI pilots to help us earn some money, to pay for our maintenance, to pay for our fuel, to buy new employees, to buy new planes, to build factories, frankly, if we want to, and to trade goods, and to just have a good time. We don't have any leaderboard that will be, but let's be honest, we're not getting on any leaderboard. Why would you even think that? We started out with about 2 million in cash, just under 2 million, maybe 1.9 and some change. But a large portion of that was a loan, and then we had about $400,000 to $500,000 in capital infusion, equity capital infusion. So right now we're down to $400,000, and that's not a ton of money, and we have a negative company value. I'll just let you look at the company financials. Let's hop on in. And I'm going to try to discipline myself not to reset anything. I think this is it. I reset it multiple times because I just, I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to use the program. But I'm a little bit better now. Good enough to get off the ground, I think. Let me introduce you to the team. Before we do, well, no, I'll show you the financials first. Let's go to the financials. Our balance sheet. We don't have any FBOs yet. But we have $400,000 in cash, and that's the only hard assets we have. It says we have no fuel, but I know our planes have a little bit of fuel, just no extra stockpile on hand. And virtual airline shares, we don't have any ownership in any virtual airline shares. Aircraft expert estimation, we don't have any of that. So that's the only asset we have is our cash. We have a loan for $1.5 million, and we have share capital of $470. With negative, owner's equity now of negative $1.5 million. And you go, where'd all the money go? Where did all the flipping money go? And I am kind of curious because where are my planes? Oh, I know where my planes are. They're not on the balance sheet. Sorry, let me go down this road for a little bit. No one will understand what I'm saying here, but if they're going to follow current U.S. GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles, those leases would be on the books. I've leased my planes. I haven't bought any planes. I don't own any planes outright. I leased them. But under U.S. GAAP, that would be a right to use asset, and it'd also be a lease liability. So I'm feeling like On Air is just a little behind the times when it comes to accounting standards, but we'll live with it. What we do know is we don't own any planes right now. We're leasing them, but they are long-term leases. I leased them for, I think it was 46 to 48 weeks. So we've got these things for like 4 years, 46 weeks. What am I talking about? I'm thinking 46 months. I think it was like 46 weeks. So, we got them for a little while. And hopefully we have enough money we can make that back by hauling passengers to keep this tour afloat. Anyways, that's the balance sheet. Let's run on over to the income statement. And it's all zeros, right? Except for the fact that we've paid for a little bit of staff. And that's going to be transported. This must be some advances to our staff. We've got, I'll introduce you to them, employee costs, and then down here we have some other expenses. This was just some small transports. The planes were very close to Nadi, but not quite, and I had to just have them ferried over. And then there's your big expense right there. I had to pay in cash 3 weeks advance lease payments in order to get a lease. That was just part of the gig. So there's our balance sheet and our income statement and cash flows. You already pretty much know the picture there, right? There's all our transactions. So let me introduce you now to the team, and then I'll introduce you to the fleet. The team includes myself, Jaboyai, and we've got a base at, why does it show that, oh, I've got to move Jaboyai. You know what? I've got to move these guys. I've moved my planes. My planes are over there. November Foxtrot November is Nadi in Fiji. So we've got Nina's over there, and that's it. I got to move everybody else. So we're going to have more expenses. This shouldn't be too much, though. It's really close. They're really close. Famous last words. Okay, so Nina Nines. Let's just introduce you to Nina Nines. Nina Nines is a pilot. She's 31 years old. She's got 2,788 flight hours, so she's got some experience. We won't go through her salaries, but she's got some pretty good, she's a really solid pilot. She's very punctual. She's got a 4 out of 5 rating of punctuality, and she's got a 4 out of 5 rating resistance under stress, which means that she's going to take good care of the aircraft. She's not going to throw it in an ocean, most likely. I'm much more likely to throw an aircraft in the ocean than Nina. Nina is going to be, I think, a good asset for us. So that's Nina. She's already in place in Nadia, ready for her first mission. Mia Sangria, let me introduce you to her. This is another pilot. She will probably co-pilot a lot with Nina, because I'll be taking Phil with me on most of my flights. But she's 42 years old. She's also got an extensive amount of flight hours, and she's working a little bit on her punctuality, though. So I hope she's not going to hold up any scheduled flights that we have on our airline. And her stress level is she's just a little jittery, it sounds like. So we can train her up, though. We can improve. We can teach her the HeadTrip way, and hopefully she'll be a great pilot for us as well. So that's going to be the flying team of our regularly scheduled routes that we'll set up here in a short moment. And I'm going to be taking Phil. Phil, I mentioned, you're going to now learn Phil's last name. His name is Phil Subaru. I didn't know that until now. Phil Subaru is, you should know him by now. He's just been our, our cohort, our solid wingman for a long time now. Well, at least long enough. Feels like forever. Sometimes you just want him out of the plane, but he's a good man. And punctuality, I mean, those stats are about mediocre. He's mid, and that you'll know that by just observing him. He's mid, but he does come in handy when needed. So we're going to be bringing him along the way, and we're also going to try to improve his attitude as well as his skills. The final two are flight attendants. I don't think I'm going to need those in my tour at this moment with Phil, because we're going to be taking the Comanche. But we also have an airliner, and Nina and Mia are going to need a couple flight attendants. So we've got Cooper Kai here. He's got a decent amount of flight hours, and he's mid as well as far as his customer service and his effectiveness. But we're excited to have him on board with us. And then finally, Abby Ames is also very experienced in her flight years, 6,156. But after all of that time, she's still mid to less than mid. So we have some work to do, I guess, with some of our staff. Hopefully there's no bad apples in the basket. That's our staff. That's our 6 of us starting out here at HeadTrip on airline. Let me introduce you to the fleet. The fleet right now is the Piper Comanche. You're very familiar with our GA plane that we've been flying around for quite a while. But not only that, we now have a Boeing 737-700 on lease. I could not afford anything. I really, really wanted to get the Boeing 777, the 777, 200ER, extended range. But I could afford it. I couldn't afford the lease. And if we earn a little bit of money, take some passengers, it won't be long before we can get our 777, and we'll put a crew on that when Phil and I are not flying it, so that we keep all of our staff busy, and we'll just swap out with our staff, and that's that. So those are the facts. Those are the facts as we now know them. You've seen our financials. You've seen our team. You've seen our my goodness, our fleet. And is there anything else very significantly? Now, next thing we need to do is set up some routes and get people moving and start flying. I'm going to fly today with Phil. We're gonna head out to Port Vila, and then I'm going to set up a regularly scheduled flight, hopefully for the rest of these people. But first things first, let's move everyone to Nadi. Got to get everybody in Nadi, so let's batch move all of us here. These 4 transports. There we go. Transport these guys. Please select an airport. Nadi. And there we go. Transport all 5 of them. How much is that going to cost me? $2,000 credit. So that's not too bad. It'll take a very short while for them to arrive. Let's just see how long they'll be in transit. Completed. Oh, like that was like immediately almost. Let me just see if they're there and ready to go already. Here's our operational map. It shows where all of our planes are, all of our fleet, our home base. Transferring to NFFN and shortly after 0237. And what are we at right now? 20. Okay, so we do have, for them to get over here, it's going to take, it looks like, about 2-3 hours, maybe a little under 3 hours. That was longer than I had hoped. So we won't be able to set up their flight schedule just yet. Well, I mean, we can set it up, but they can't get moving until they arrive. They're in transit. Okay, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't I say we had? How many of us do we have? Okay, let me go to my employees. Okay, they're all in NFFN. And am I in? No, excuse me. Everybody except me. So let me get myself over there. Transport to NFFN. And that'll just cost a couple $100 probably. $600 looks like. And it'll take 52 minutes. See, mine was closer, I think. That's interesting. So now all 6 of us are there, right? 6 employees. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 employees. And we're all here in Nadi, or coming on our way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll be there by 04:22, and they'll be there by, oh, you know what? I lied. It's not 2 hours. That's the minute hand. So it looks like it'll be about less than an hour, like 45 minutes or something like that. All right. So give me 1 second. I got to step away for just a few minutes. I'll be right back, and we will set up some flight schedules, and we'll get in the air.
Preacher talks that man demands his silence, and Daddy said shoot first and run and don't look back. So take me down to the river and bathe me clean. Put me on the back of your white horse to ride all the way to the chapel that you wash all over me.
Okay. So I think we need to get some schedules set up. Like I say, these folks will be here in about 45 minutes, I believe. And so, but that doesn't mean, let's see, how long is it going to take for me to get here? 45 minutes, probably 23, 40, yeah, about 45 minutes. So, that's okay. We can get a few things set up on the way. So, let's come up to the weekly route setup. There's nothing set up yet, but we can create a new route set, hopefully. Now, I can either do that or I can just set up some work orders. And I'm tempted, honestly. Let's just see, find a new job. Let me see if we can find a job. Can we find like a passenger cargo job originating out of NFFS? Oh, NFFN. FBOs from here. Filters presets. It's going to be on the Boeing for sure. Minimum airport size. 2 seems to be fair. Maybe even 1. But probably 2. Range anywhere from 0. Not 0, but probably 60 miles, 50 miles, 60 miles, all the way up to... We'll go all the way up to 2,000 miles. I'm trying to figure out what the range of this plane is. I don't think it was much further than 2,000 miles. I guess we could figure that out real quickly. It might be helpful to know. The Boeing has a range, a practical range of 3,600 nautical miles. Assuming we can afford the fuel, and so 3,600 nautical miles. That's good to know. So let's come on back from naughty in the Boeing. Minimum airport size 2, and we can go all the way up to 36-ish. Probably want to stick around 34. Give us spare. Total weight. Only show jobs using favorite airports. Exclude airports without lights. Exclude military airports. I'm not going to exclude anything. Hide unavailable jobs. Exclude time-constrained jobs. Okay. Let's query that. This is going to be a passenger cargo mission. We absolutely want them. We need it to come out of base. I don't know what main means. The ICAO of the main airport of the mission. So that's the destination, I believe. Okay, so let's do a little bit of soul searching here. Let's just find the expensive jobs. We get $7 million for this one job. And it's got, what, 2 legs? Number of legs. Where's it taking us? It's going to take us to Guam. That should be fun. And from... What are we doing here? Transporting a bunch of technicians, soldiers, timber and wood. Technicians. These 2 legs I'm a little confused about because they're both in Guam. I wonder if it's because I have to come back. Heading. There's 2,600 nautical. It's a long flight, but you know what? It's probably worth doing. They need to stay busy. How many? This job cannot be flown by an... Oh, whoa. You serious? So, okay, that's good to know. The second leg cannot be flown by an AI pilot. Okay, that makes a big difference, doesn't it? That makes a big difference. Let's find some other jobs then. So the next one is this one. And it's 6.2 million. And where are we headed off to? The Philippines? Lehu? Oh my gosh, Hawaii. You gotta be kidding me. That's okay though. How far is that? 2,700 nautical miles? That's alright. Cargo, 34. I like this one. So Lehu, is that's on Kauai, isn't it? I kind of like that idea. It's one leg too. Just keep them busy. Your company cannot accept last minute jobs yet. Oh, so I can't accept it. Let's go down to the next one. This one's going up to Singapore probably. Friends Kaisepo. Taking white goods. So it's probably like a drug mission, isn't it? Can't tell. That one looks acceptable though. It's 2,600 miles. We may be able to accept that one. How do we accept it? Okay, so let's click it. Let's click this. I don't want to load airport data. That's not what I want to do. How do I take the job? Oh, create a work order. I see. Okay, so maybe a work order for the white goods up to, well, no passengers though. That's a waste of space. I don't think we can do that. I don't think we can do that job. Passengers. Let's get one with a decent amount of passengers. What about this one right below it? That one's not bad. Where are we headed? Mildura? Oh. Oh, Australia, down by Adelaide. I like that idea. I like that idea. Wedding parties. This job looks exciting. Taking the wedding parties, film crew, technicians, and luxury goods down to Australia, and it pumps out just under 5.6 million. Okay, I like that. Check FBO services availability. Okay, let's see if we can take this job. How do I do it? Add it to my favorites, first of all. Where to go? Just put the favorites at top. There it is, right there. So, work order. Let's put a work order on that thing. Let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Let's create a work order for these guys. It's going to be in the Boeing. Departure, naughty. There we are. Activation today, hopefully. Did 23. So it's 5/26, 23. Can I put that activation time out just a tad? Because we gotta wait till 24:04. So we really gotta wait till the 27th, and that's 24. Yeah, like right there. That would be our activation day, wouldn't it? That gives us about an hour and a half to take off. I'm tempted, honestly, to do this one, but I don't want to. I'll try it. Pilot is going to be Nina with Mia as first officer. And FFN. They're going to take Cooper Kai and Ames with them. Okay. Come on now. And now let's go to set up the legs. Add a leg. I hope I'm doing this right. Check fuel availability. Average price is 5.83 credits. It's a long flight, I suppose, so they probably do need a rest after, but add a leg. Okay, what was that? I've got to pop this out. How do we do that? Go find that job again. Goodness, gotta set it all up. Okay, hang on a second. I am gonna pop this out. And from using the Boeing to 3400. That looks great. Looks great. Let's find that job. Sorted by pay, and it was like this guy right here, right? Our favorite. Heading to YM. There's got to be an easier way to just to take that job, right? Just to say, take it. You just push a button to take it. Sorry, I realize you can't see this screen. Do it for a minute. I had to pop it out because I got to look at multiple things at once. We are headed to, our destination is going to be YMIA. So that's Yankee, Mike, India, Alpha. Check fuel availability. Load fuel up to the required amount. Maybe even just an inch more. Range with 30-mile reverse. Reserved, no fuel operations. Okay, so, and we are going to pop drag a column. Let's see. So we're going to pop Nina, Mia, Cooper, and Abby. Show all cargo. No. I don't need to transfer these guys. They're coming. They're already on their way. Nina's there. So it's a one-leg flight. Cargo passengers pending. How do I add? And there it is. Okay. We're going to call this work order the ribbon cutting. Or inaugural flight. Maiden flight. Maiden flight. Okay. Broken Hill, FBOs. I'm not leaving without my passengers, though. Like, how do I find all jobs at this departure airport? Not complicated, guys. Query the logistics center. Penalty. If job is delivered too late, maximum penalty is $1.7 million. Holy crud. Okay. I'm going to activate it, but I just don't quite understand how to get those jobs that are here. Okay, there's my maiden flight. Pilot, co-pilot distance. Next leg, 5.2 hours. Aircraft and crew. Okay, I think what we'll do is we will get the rest of this set up, save it, save that work order. We're just gonna have to figure out how to get this job right here loaded up. I don't quite understand. Korea Logistics Center. Right there. 393 jobs. It's a favorite. It's a work order. So how do we tie this to a work order? That's all I really care to know. Do I have to come down to this leg and type something? Points of interest. Actions. FBO services availability. Okay. Let's go to FBO queries. No jobs with the current criteria. FBO in the base. Next queries. Accessing the FBO. Cargo hang. Interesting. I've never seen this before. Look at current FBO jobs proposal. Favorited. There we go. So there's our favorited job. Now how do we accept it? How do we accept it? How do we accept it? It's a very simple question. Charter jobs. I just don't see why I can't take that job. Somehow I need to tie that work order with that job. For heaven's sakes. How do you do it? Probably need to activate it first. It doesn't make sense that we'd activate it first. Activation date. I mean, it's in the future, so that might... That's probably what it is, actually, now that I think about it. Let's activate it now. 26. And what are we? 2336. So if we activate it in the past, so let's see, 23, May 27th, come on guys, 27th 00. Can I go 26th 23? I probably can because it's in the past, but I can do this 2340, and that'll be in, or 38 39 4. I'll do 40, and that's in a couple minutes. Nines, sangria, baba, attendance. Now, granted, the attendants aren't quite here yet, and that might be why I'm having such a difficult time. Might be putting the cart before the ox. I'm going to save that work order. I think we're going to need to wait till everybody's here. Okay, with that said, let's worry about me and Phil. Me and Phil are going to take a job. We have a pending job. What is this one? Cargo delivery to NFFN. From naughty to where? Where are we going? NBVV probably is most likely what we're doing. That's Um, okay. Query. Nothing. Nothing to Port Vila. Not a one. What about to New Zealand? It's a long flight, though. It's a long flight. New Caledonia. Let's change my... to Bowerfeld. I'm just going to leave this blank. Let's just see. Oh, you can't. Cargo. Sightseeing tour. Okay, okay. That works. Let's see what pays. The first one, that's a one-legger. 20,000 bucks. 20,000 bucks. Jobs. Let me look at this one first. I think I know how to add it. It's what was right in front of me all the time. 8 passengers. I can't fit 8 passengers. I've got a maximum of 5. 4, 5. And I can't take those 2 jobs. So I'm down to this job right here, and that's going to pay me $14,000. I should be grateful for it, though. Where are we going? Just sightseeing, mix Fiji tours and transfers. I like it. And it's going to require a human, which we're planning on providing. When does it take off? Penalty. How many hours do we have? 74 hours. That's easy. That's easy. Now we'll go to my pending jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Where's my pendings? Right there. Okay. Let's fly it. Start a flight. Sightseeing mix Fiji. We got the Piper Comanche. We can get up to 1,300 pounds. Okay, now we're in business. Passengers to board, 4 passengers, aircraft, crew. It's going to be myself and Phil. Pilot is myself. Oh my gosh, it's not going to... Why can't I fly it? Oh wait, import from Simbury first probably. Oh my goodness. Why can't I fly that? Nina is oh, because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. How close are we? Still got 15 minutes before I show up. It's going to be like right off the Uber and right into the plane. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to wait for it. Okay, that makes sense. Gotta wait for it. $14,000. How long is the flight? No penalties. Sightseeing tour. Alright, I don't even know what to do until the crew shows up. Maybe we'll go ahead and get our plane started up or something. I don't know if I can even do that. I don't think I can. Guess we could just go for a quick walk for the next 10 minutes until everybody shows up. Maybe take some selfies. Launch day selfies of HeadTrip on air. Airline launch is, you know, no small deal, I guess. We'll go out in the middle of the field. Get ourselves psyched up here. That's our home base. Not a bad place to set up shop, gotta admit. Where's our plane? Right back there. Let's get a shot of this side.
Actually, we have to go right this version and right.
Head back to our plane. That is not us. Where am I? What the heck? I don't think that's us. That's not us. Where's our plane? Oh, over here. Threw me off because another plane parked in our exact same spot. That figures. That's just maddening. I'm not taking a selfie of that crap. Bus is heading out. All right, hold tight, hold tight. All right, we're just a few minutes away. Hopefully we'll be able to get everybody's trip rocking and rolling. Sure wish that plane would move out of my way so I could take my first little... we can be clever. Watch this. Yeah, see, look how clever that was. There it is. Alright, we should be getting close. Let's check on the status of our employees real quickly. I knew it was going to take, but I can imagine me trying to do this all the way from Salt Lake and getting everybody, including the planes, all the way over here to where the tour is picking up. It would have just been a logistical nightmare. Nightmare. Pretty close. Seven minutes for Mia. 7 minutes for Phil. 9 minutes for me. And 7 minutes for Cooper and Abby. This is ridiculous. I can't freaking fly my plane if I can't see my controls. Whoever did this to me, they're cruising for a bruising. Let's do this. I'm going to come over here. That's better. Probably get a better picture here. There we go. That literally looks like Ethel Kane right there. I kid you not. This guy, who's that? They're both creepy. And that's like Keanu Reeves, maybe. All right. Just a couple minutes now. Can't set up the plane though. Okay. We are on to the 27th of May, Zulu time, 1 minute past the hour. 4 of the passengers will be arriving in 1 minute, and then myself will be arriving in 3. Hopefully once we get this set up and everyone on their way, logistically, all this headache will be behind us. And we can just plan flights from wherever we are. But getting things started out here has been quite the push. Okay, that should bring most of these people here. It's May 27th, 2025, 0002 UTC. Let's refresh. Why are they still in transit? Maybe I need to flip over to the end of the minute. Still showing us in transit for the moment. After transferring to NFFN and shortly after 0239. Oh my gosh, did they get delayed? Oh my gosh. That ticks me off. Alright, we're a couple hours out. Oh, that ticks me off. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for our peeps. I don't know what happened, but we're a couple hours out before they arrive. They got delayed in some airport. What a disappointment. Okay, so we're not sticking around for 2 hours, I can tell you that much. We're gonna log off, and we'll come back at it once everyone's in place. Probably should have done that before. All right, more waiting to do. The good news is we got through the entire album. Just ending up the last song here, and okay, so log off, and we'll be back at a time of our choosing, probably later this evening. I think I'm gonna go eat at Who Hot, and then we'll do this again once the company's pulled their crap together. Always a little bit of startup jitters, I think, when you're starting up a new company. So it's hard to be too critical, right? Sorry for wasting your time, but I don't think we did. This is going to be an exciting launch to the tour, going from here with our new airline. So we will see you very soon. I hope you have a great remainder of your Memorial Day if you're here in the United States, and if not, I hope you have a great remainder of your Monday afternoon or Tuesday or whatever it is where you're at. We'll catch you on the flip side. See you soon.